Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Traylor. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Houston Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Traylor. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thurman. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grab near the marker. It's Kincaid. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kincaid. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Trailer. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their... Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Hauls it in down the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's Martin. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the outside. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston going up tempo. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The short hands, it's Phelps. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air, it's Traylor. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Utes are marching down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Runs through the tackle. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Houston wants to play fast. This is a design run. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
The returner will field it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cougars! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's coming up, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
And the Utes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the Cougars. This 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Calls his own number. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Let's go. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The give on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So
breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Traylor. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here we go. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off play action. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the back. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Right back to the well. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Inside the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a...
Turning it on! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Steps away to find some room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here. But
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Finds the tight end. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start